Today I'm going to do my top albums from 1971 that I still have left on vinyl. Now I have lots of other albums on CD that I used to have on vinyl, but these are the ones I kept. So I'm going to start off with Carole King and Tapestry. One of the top selling albums of that year for sure. Great songs on that album. Always liked the album. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. And next up we're going with Let It Bleed from the Rolling Stones. One of my favorites. Gotta be. It's got a zipper on the cover. I mean, come on now. One of my favorite songs of all time, this is a great year for music, is I'd Love to Change the World by 10 Years After. And I've never ever got sick of that song. Next up I got a group. This is where I started with Poco, although I knew their first hit. This is From the Inside, and this is kind of a depressing album in a way, but it's uplifting at the same time, like songs about breakup and all that kind of stuff. But I heard this album when it first came out, and I heard it a lot. Next up I got one of my favorite groups, and this is a subgroup of theirs. This is Paul Kantner and Grace Slick and Sunfighter. And I listened to this album a lot too. What a great year for music. And this has got a fold out with a psychedelic inside jacket, and it also came with a Sunfighter booklet. And that's their child on the front. And it's got all the lyrics and stuff in there. And next up I got an album by The Who. Not one of my favorite groups, but can't go wrong with The Who's Next. Who's Next? I do like Tommy. They're two of my favorite Who albums, so that's one of them. And Moody Blues, always included in a list in this time period. Every good boy deserves flavor. And Favor, not flavor, Favor. Always get that mixed up. And that's got another great cover, of course, by the Moodies, and they always got great artwork. The inside is even a little more psychedelic. It's like something going on, a symphony being played or something, people dancing and shit. And then we got a Stephen Stills' second album. I don't see Stephen Stills a lot on the internet, but this is his second album. It's got Change Partners on it, and it's a good album. I mean, I love Stephen Stills. This is all lyrics and stuff, and he's looking out over the horizon. And then I got another one of my favorite groups, Procol Harum. And this is the last album that would feature Robin Trower. And this is called Broken Barricades. And it has a die-cut cover. And you can look through it if you want. Like you can look through it there, sort of thing. And there's the band members, and there they are looking through the cover. So, Broken Barricades. Next up, gotta have Jethro Tull. When this album came out, it never left our turntable, along with this album at basically around the same time. Love it to death. It's in my top 5 albums of all time, and I saw Alice Cooper as a band twice, in 69 and 70. So one of my favorite groups in the early days. I don't go much beyond, in fact, I don't go beyond the Alice Cooper band. And another group I saw at the same time I saw Alice Cooper is Yes. And this is the album that was out at the time in 71. The Yes album. I went out right away and bought the album, and still have it, and still my favorite Yes album. Didn't go much past Fragile or Close to the Edge with Yes, so that's my favorite for sure. And then last but not least we have Madman Across the Water with Elton John. I mean, you can't go wrong with this one either. So these are my favorites from, it's got a booklet in it too, look at that. Still got the booklet. Oh, Madman Across the Water. So this is reporting from the record case stand that used to be a ping pong table so long.